Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to deconstruct an entire story, a complete visual narrative, from a source that's only one sentence long. Let's see how it works. So, here it is. This is our entire source. It's just a 20-word description. It could be an AI prompt, maybe a caption for some stock footage, but it's also a little mystery, isn't it? On the surface, it just looks like a list of details. But if you look a little closer, you realize, wow, it paints an incredibly vivid picture. It tells a whole story.
And that's really our big question for today. How can so few words pack in so much character, so much setting, and action, and even style? We're going to break it down piece by piece and see exactly how this tiny little narrative is built.
All right, first things first. Every story needs a hero, right? So let's take a look at how our main character is put together with just a handful of really carefully chosen words. The description doesn't mess around. Boom. Young, adventurous woman. These 3 words immediately give us a character that we all recognize. We already have expectations about her, right? Her motivations, her energy, what she's probably after. This isn't just some random person, it's an archetype. And that's really the power of an archetype. It's like a storytelling shortcut. The writer doesn't have to spend a bunch of time explaining her personality, because by using this familiar model of the adventurous explorer, we kind of fill in all the blanks ourselves. Okay, now for the next detail. Messy bun. Why this? I mean, think about it. It's not a random choice. It's a very specific visual clue that's meant to tell us a little bit more about who she is. And this detail, it raises a really interesting question for us, the audience. Is that messy bun just a practical choice for someone who's about to go whipping around on an airboat? Keep the hair out of your face? Or is it a carefully crafted look, a symbol of authenticity that you might create for a travel vlog? The answer to that really changes how we see her. And then we get the key prop, the yellow backpack. Now, picture this. You're in a world of green sawgrass, blue water, blue sky, and then bam, yellow. It's such a powerful color choice. It just pops. It immediately tells our eyes exactly where to look. It's the visual anchor for the whole shot. So what is this one object telling us? Well, it suggests she's prepared. Backpacks hold your gear. But that bright color also sends a signal that she is the focus of this story. She's not just some passive observer in this world. She is the vibrant main character moving right through it. Okay, so we have our hero. But a hero's not much without a world to explore. So, next up, let's see how the setting is built just as efficiently. So the location isn't just a swamp or a marsh. It's very specific. Everglades National Park. Naming the location like this is so important. It immediately sets a tone and triggers this whole web of ideas and images in our heads. The word Everglades just evokes this feeling of wildness, right? Of an untamed, totally unique ecosystem. The sentence even doubles down on this by mentioning the sawgrass marshes. We get it. This is not a city park. This is a place of raw, powerful nature. Now, a setting is just a backdrop until you add some action. And the action here is riding an airboat. Now, think about that. This isn't some peaceful, quiet canoe trip. An airboat is loud, it's fast, it's powerful. It injects all this energy and speed and, honestly, a sense of thrill into the whole scene. And this is exactly how the action defines the story's mood. It tells us this is not a quiet moment of reflection. Nope, this is a dynamic, thrilling, forward-moving adventure. The pace of the story is literally being set by the speed of that boat. So, we have a character, we have a world, we have an action. But how are we, the audience, seeing all of this? Well, the final piece of this puzzle lies in the words that describe the camera, the director's eye. And here we see this really fascinating tension going on. The word cinematic promises us a story, with emotion, probably some cool music. But photorealistic promises raw, unfiltered reality. The description is trying to give us both at the same time. A beautiful, curated story that feels completely 100% real. And to deliver on that promise of realism, the description uses one final term, 4K. Now, this is more than just a technical label for resolution. It's a promise to us about quality and immersion. When we read 4K, we expect to see everything. Every single bleed of sawgrass, every drop of water spraying up from that airboat, maybe every stray hair from that messy bun. It's a promise that we won't just watch the scene, we're going to feel like we're right there in it. So we've taken it all apart. We've looked at the hero, the world, and the lens. Now let's put all those pieces back together and see what we've actually got. So what did we find? We established a relatable hero, defined by these specific, authentic feeling details. We put her in a wild, specific world and gave her a really dynamic action. And then we framed the whole thing through a lens that promises both a grand story and this immersive, real experience. So look at the sentence again. It doesn't feel like just a list of words anymore, does it? Every single choice, from the color of the backpack to the resolution of the camera, it's all working together to build this complete and really compelling narrative. It's kind of a masterclass in storytelling efficiency. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. We're surrounded by these short, dense descriptions all the time, in video captions, product details, AI prompts. The next time you're scrolling past one, just take an extra second. Look a little closer. What complete stories are just hiding there in plain sight, waiting for you to unpack them?